Hi, my name is Kim. We are going to do some stretches today for runners, stretching our quads, hamstrings, and hips. So let's go ahead and get started in our down dog pose. And in our down dog, if you want to bend in one leg, you're going to feel that stretch a little more deeper on the leg that's straight. And take turns shifting the weight from side to side with that tailbone lifting towards that back wall. You could bend both knees in at the same time. And taking that right leg up, bending that right leg, and then we're going to bring it over in back of the left leg and just rest it on the back of the left leg. So it's going to make that stretch even deeper along the back of that left leg. And back to our down dog. Let's take the left leg up, bend that floating leg, and we're going to bring it over in back of the right leg and just rest the left leg on the back of that right leg, making that stretch deeper. And from our down dog, take that right leg up to our three-legged dog. We're going to step that right foot to the front of our mat to our runner's stretch. So in our runner's stretch, we could have our fingertips to the mat. We could use blocks. And on either height, it doesn't matter as long as you feel a really good stretch. And so the hips are to the front. We want to keep our hips to the front and start to straighten that front leg. Maybe we don't want to straighten it all the way, and that's totally fine. We just want to keep those hips we don't want to have them going out to the side. We want those hips even to going straight to that front wall. If that does need to be a little bit deeper, we could lift up those front toes, maybe even take a forward fold back out over that front leg. And let's make our way back down, so our back knee to the mat, and then coming forward in our hip flexor. So back knee on the mat, coming forward in the hip flexor, tucking that tailbone to protect the back. And here, this is a really big stretch as well. We could have our fingertips on the mat. We could use blocks. If that feels pretty good, we could even bring those hands up to that front leg. Hips still to that front wall. And finding that nice yoga breath. And let's make our way back to our down dog. And take our left leg up and step that left foot to the front of our mat, runner stretch, using that option of the blocks. Using the blocks on either height or fingertips to the mat, they're all fabulous stretches. It's just going to stretch a little bit different. So you find that place that feels good, and then we're going to start to straighten that front leg. Feel that stretch along the back of that front leg. Keep that front knee soft if that's a little bit too much. Maybe we want to lift up those front toes to make them a little bit deeper. Let's make our way back down to the mat. So our back knee is going to be down to the mat, coming forward in that hip flexor. Tailbone has that tuck. And here, fingertips to the mat is an option, using blocks, or even finding our way up to that front leg. Just focusing in on where you feel that stretch and your nice slow breath along with that. And let's make our way to our mat. Take a seat. Gonna get in the outside of those hips a little bit. So taking that right ankle just across it above that left ankle, we want to feel that stretch out right through here, the outer thigh or the hip. We could take the ankle above the knee, flex that foot, see how that feels. If that feels okay, the extended leg, we could start to bring, this leg is going to help bring this leg closer into the torso. And so we could scooch our bottom closer to our foot, but we're not going to collapse through the spine. We're going to keep the spine nice and straight because that's going to help find a little bit deeper stretch. And let's unwind and do the other side. First, if you want to start it out with ankle above the ankle, scoot back, ankle above the ankle, ankle above that knee, or then we start to really play and get creative and see where that stretch needs to be to find that on the outside of that left hip. And helping ourselves out. Let's just do one more for the quads. Using a mat or something to protect your knees. I'm going to use this mat. I'm going to start with my left foot down and my right knee down. So here are a couple of options. My toes against the wall. I could have them tucked away so the toenails, I could look back and see what color my toenails are. Start thinking about bringing the shoulders towards the wall. We could scooch our foot and our knee back closer to the wall if that needed to be a little bit deeper. Another option is to have our toenails flat against the wall and think about bringing the shoulder blades back towards the wall. And of course, we got to change sides. First, with the toenails facing out away from us, find that place where it feels comfortable for your knee. See if those shoulders want to come back towards the wall. And then try that other variation with the toenails flat against the wall. And help yourself unwind when you are ready. So those are a few stretches for runners and other activities as well. So thanks for stretching. I will see you next time. Namaste.